Uh, is this thing on? I think it is. It is fun times again. Alright. So, it's that time of the month again. Yeah, it might be on, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I could be talking into a wall, I could be talking into nothingness, I could be in a hospital bed in a coma right now, and be imagining all of this. Who knows? I could be a figment of your imagination. Anyway, so, I'll be honest. I didn't have anything planned this month. There hasn't been that much in terms of new development going on, and in terms of me being motivated to make stuff, it hasn't been the month for that. So today I have two things really. Here we can make the screen dance. Let's do that. Anyway, yeah, so I have two main things planned today. The first is a new multi-game. If you were here, it was 2 months ago, our clues are, we showed off Multigame, which was a little thing that allowed us to string multiple games together. So our clues are put together a multi-game implementation with a fun little feature. I haven't actually played it yet. I just know what it's supposed to do. And yeah, this month has been a thing. Anyway, so I'm going to start with that as people filter in. And then from there, I'm just going to do whatever. I mean, you guys know I have, so available, I have PS2, everything in BizHawk, I have Dolphin, GameCube, I have Wii, I have a real Wiimote. We could do some real Wii stuff that normally isn't something that can be shared due to bugs that have not yet been fixed. So we could do like Mario Galaxy. I'm just going to be taking suggestions and going in. So real Wiimote, not real Wii. We could do real Wii. It will crash after about 30 seconds, and then you have to wait 2 minutes for the Wii to reboot. It is not fun. So I think I'm going to swap over to Multigame now. You know, actually, let me make a new source for this. You don't need anything besides the game. So this song was made by our Cluzar themselves. Monhal, give me a minute. So, Multigame, your favorite games all at the same time. Oh gosh, you changed to the Multigame UI. It hijacks... You made the Multigame UI hijack the menu. I can't get rid of the frame rate counter. One moment. So Multigame didn't previously hijack the UI like that. It does now. So 1 minute. Let me get rid of that frame rate counter because we don't need that. All right, so not quite. So again, I have a loose idea of what this will be, but I have not played it yet. So give me 1 second and we can get going. Nope, that's not right. I wanted a fun background, but I just realized my starting soon has the starting soon text built into it, and it's also way too bright. All right, let's just go without this. All right, yeah, Signum, I don't really do stuff on my own. So I'll do streams on this channel on occasion, and I should probably do the intro blurb. Welcome to Variety is Hope. Variety is Hope is a registered 501c3 charity focused on helping others playing everything. These ongoing... Yeah, I figured that out. These ongoing streams help support Variety is Hope so they can put on further events, put on events such as the premiere Vinesauce's Hope event, and that's where bits and subs during these go to, so I am mincing my words because I am trying to read chat and talk at the same time, and I don't stream myself. I am not the hip video game streamer like everyone else on this channel. I just do these for fun once a month, so you can find me on stream. On stream, yes. I don't even know what the command is at this point. There it is. Yeah, you can find me there. I'll go live once in a great while. Last time I went live, I hit a door in Boneworks for about 20 minutes and then ended the stream. That was my first stream in probably 5 years. So anyway, let's get started. So again, this is Multigame. Okay, 1 second. Game capture is not capturing the funny... there's supposed to be a nice little... Yeah, there we go. Game capture does not capture the nice little 16:9 overlay. There's also a dog scratching at my door. 1 moment. Yes, someone went on a walk without you, didn't they? From now. All right, so in about an hour and a half, or maybe an hour 15 minutes, she will want to leave my room because the walk will be over, and then she will want to be downstairs. All right. I paused using the in-game. Oh my god. Alright, so we're gonna see how far I can get in these. Oh my god, this is going to be a disaster. If you haven't figured out what's going on yet, it swaps games every time I jump. So, oh no. I'm going to be seeing how far I can get. I think it took Phil 15, 20 minutes earlier to make it through a single level. That's the wrong pipe. And I'm dying over here. Alright, I'm gonna get that item. I just jumped again. So in Mario 1, I'm about to land on a Goomba. Okay. Alright, so I need to get in this pipe. Okay. Can this just be a new speedrun category? If we could make it less janky, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I know a few people who might be interested in running this. Oh my god. Okay, right now, one of the issues is it drops your horizontal inputs. So the moment I jump and swap to Mario 3 again, I'm probably going to fall into a pit. Oh. Okay. Well, okay. Just move on. So this is using a moon jump code. I do not I think the reason was to make the jumps actually all do an even height. I don't know the exact reason. Yeah, you have to take your... Oh yeah, there are task runs of all the Mega Man games at once. That's usually something reserved to the tasks. Our Cluzar in chat can probably explain why the jump is a bit odd. I don't actually know the logic behind it. I just know that there was a reason they did it. Okay. Oh no. Alright, so in Mario 2, I'm about to fall in a pit. This is... Oh, okay. Alright, so I have to take my velocity into account. Alright. I definitely was moving before I hit jump. Okay, I wasn't on the ground when I hit jump. I can't even do anything besides commentate what I'm attempting to do in-game right now. Okay, so BizHawk doesn't keep the jump button pressed when reloading a state. Yes, this is actually all three games, and it's able to swap between the three. Oh, you left that feature in, So when it swaps levels, it counts as a progression. I hit jump there. I hit jump there. This is going to take a while. Oh, okay. Oh my god, this is horrible. No. 1 second. Oh gosh, I'm typing and it's inputting stuff at the same time. I should probably retweet this. Alright. Do that thing I always... Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these games have gotten extremely desynced, as I was trying to tweet. This is, Can I cheat? I cannot. Okay. What other games? Honestly? Yeah, so this could be rigged up with any of the consoles that BizHawk supports. Yeah, the moon jump is definitely not the optimal solution. If we could make it so it doesn't drop the inputs when you change games, that would definitely be optimal. but currently it drops the inputs, so the moon jump is to kind of account for that. But each moon jump works a little bit differently, so that also doesn't help. Alright. I've made minor progress in games besides Mario 1. Alright. I'm going to die in that Mario 1 save. Oh! I survived! Via a wall clip. That's not fair. You just got here and you don't know what's going on? Honestly, I barely know what's going on. Alright. I don't know if I got that jump right. I did. I'm going to die there. I am trying to say something besides what I am doing, but keeping track of 3 games at once is a task and a half. The moon jump helps a little bit because I can do stuff like wall clip apparently. And Mario 3's dead. I wonder, could I get into the negative world because this is wall clipping so easily? So yeah, the game is suspended until I go back to it. Right now, it's not the same inputs to multiple consoles at once. That is something that has been done in task form for a few games. Oh yeah, playing multiple Puyo Puyo at once. I didn't watch that stream. I should find that VOD, because I remember hearing about it. But these 3 games are all running independently, and they are keeping track of their own state. And alright, I'm gonna see if I can get Mario 1 into the negative world. And even complete a level in any of the others. Alright, Piranha Plant's going up. Cool. Oh, no, oh. Oh. Yeah, there have been Game Jam games like this before. 1 second. Chat a bit more readable. Yeah, there are games like this. But, I don't know what happened there, but I'm not going to question it. We definitely need to see if we can make it so it doesn't drop the inputs. I'll be honest, I don't remember where I'm going in Mario 2. I think I can just go right. If I don't want the power-ups. It's been a while. I've actually never played the original NES Mario 2 in full, and I never actually owned Mario 2. I had Mario World, Super Mario Advance 4, and I rented Mario 2, Super Mario Advance 3 from Blockbuster on various occasions. But all of the GBA games from Blockbuster had dead batteries in them, so you'd rent them, and then your save file would just delete itself as you played them. It was not very good. Yet, I didn't understand it at the time, so I kept convincing my mom to rent the games and then complaining they were broken, and Blockbuster wouldn't replace them, so there was a Pokemon Yellow cart that had no battery save in it. And it would just delete itself at random, so I just kept restarting Pokemon Yellow over and over and over again. And, okay, I think I got that one right. Over and over and over again, and I basically never made it past the first hour of Pokemon Yellow. And again, this was a Blockbuster rental, so it's not even like I owned it. For some reason, I didn't think to just ask to buy a few of these games, because she probably would have bought some of them for me, and instead we kept re-renting the same ones, and just never really worked out. Yeah, my games, the games I owned are kind of all over the place. I didn't own Sunshine either. That was another one that I rented. Oh, no, no, no! Damn it. Sunshine's one I rented like twice, but renting GameCube games from Blockbuster was extremely expensive. And, My mom didn't like doing it. Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give this a bit. See if I can make it through any of these games. Make it to a castle or Birdo. Okay. I have a path forward in Mario 2. I've almost beaten a level in Mario 3. Again, the hard part is it drops your horizontal inputs. Oh my... Okay. Hello, Lazarius. And Monhow, I have not forgotten your question. I just had forgotten your question and suddenly remembered it when I looked back over at chat. So he was asking how in the DMC2 corruptions from a few months back, guess it was 2 months ago now? Uh-oh. I think Mario 2 might be soft-locked. Why the motorcycle went backwards. And, cover your... I am soft-locked. I am soft-locked in Mario 2. And to ruin the fun, if you don't want the fun ruined, cover your ears. It was cheating. The person who made the corruptions, found the address that controlled the cutscene, and was able to offset it at their own whim, so they made it go forwards and backwards. And that's also why Dante got off of the motorcycle, because he found the address for Dante's animation and made it stop at that exact frame. Alright, so Mario 2 is soft-locked. Is there a reset to title screen option in Mario 2? Because the moon jump has soft-locked me in Mario 2. And I walked into a pit in Mario 3. Yeah, the DMC2 stuff, that was somewhat intentional. Alright, so can I make it to... I want to see if I can make it to the Oh, well, I'm not making it to the negative world. This is incredibly hard. They were good though, and that's what mattered. People had fun. Yeah. And well, we have hopefully more where those came from. But okay, this is... Alright, Mario 2 is soft-locked. And so I just have to keep pressing through Mario 2. Can I make it to a castle in either game? So my goal is either Negative World in Mario 1, or castle in Mario 3. Or actually, not a castle in Mario 3. Anything in Mario 3. Mario 3 castles are way too far in. Alright. Is this harder than the Stadia corruption? Yes, this is harder than the Stadia corruption because it drops your inputs. And you just... Like, I'm holding right to continue to go right, and then I forget that I have to keep re-inputting it. Despite the fact that I'm saying out loud it's dropping your inputs. It's just habit. Alright. So Mario 1 is in the correct position. I'm about to jump into that, Fire Flower. Yeah, if we can put Sans in, I think it's fair. Honestly, the one I always refer to is the classic Mario 2 corruption video, where extra life is edited until it says extra wife. Press pause up A, B on controller 2 on... I was reading chat. Alright, I think Mario 1 is our only hope at this point. I should be able to get Negative World with this moon jump code. Imagine reading? Yeah. I just went up the pole. Alright. We are making slight progress. Extra wife? I'm pretty sure that was 7 or 8 years ago. I don't even want to check. It maybe 9. I don't want to check. Yeah, I don't think I had Big Mario, did I? I don't even think I need to break the ceiling, Phil, because I appear to just be able to clip into things at my own will. Alright. Okay, let's see. What can I do? So, Mario 3 is dying. Alright, I have to make it over this Koopa, so I jump here, advance through. Let's just skip through Mario 3. Alright. Jump. Jump. Why was Mario so high on the screen? I'm not... Oh, come on! The point is to not cheat. Oh my gosh, this is actually unbearable with the dropped inputs. I'm going to jump straight into that piranha plant when I resume Mario 3. Yeah, there's a point where it goes past pure corruption into more... Was that my last life? RAM hack / ROM hack territory. And at that point... just about having fun. Dropped inputs, it's probably just the save state code. Yeah, vomit now. I don't think there's any real workaround for the dropped inputs besides fixing it ourselves. Spallone Babagoo was random. That is something that I could actually go replicate right now. It's when it pulls a bunch of specific lines. There it is. From Zelda 1. I don't actually remember the... It was injection? I thought... I could have sworn Spallone Babagoo was not injection. I thought it was a... just janky wraparound. Secret Dorit was fake. I think Secret Dorit was fake. It's been so long. I wasn't around in those days either, so I don't know. Okay, yeah, he did do it. So here, actually, I can show you. So the old Corruptor, the original, well, not the original Corruptor, the Nation Corruptions old. So the Vine Sauce ROM Corruptor, this one had, let me put it on screen, that would be useful. This one had a feature called text replacement. So it could, essentially, you would find words inside the ROM, and words you knew exist. So, like the word Nintendo, other words you know exist in the game. And then essentially what it would try and do is it would build up a translation table, because on the NES, games generally didn't use ASCII. They generally didn't use they definitely didn't use Unicode, but they generally didn't use ASCII. So the letter N probably didn't refer to N. It was probably packed in some form of translation table. So what you would do is you would put in a bunch of words that you knew existed within the game, and then it would attempt to find the text table in the game, and then you could replace one word with another. That was a feature of that corruptor. So I guess that's how it was done. It's been so long. I wasn't around during those days. So anyway, some of those text lines turn into that. Anyway, as you can see in the title, it said two things. You decide and multigame. So as I said at the beginning, and for people who weren't here at the beginning, I had no plans. Everyone's had a bit of a long month, and I had no plans. I haven't been working on the RTC lately, and by lately I mean for like a year, probably. I'm sorry. Back soon, I promise. So in terms of new developments, obviously everyone's been below. Is it just internal text? Yeah, as Chris is saying in chat, there's actually a whole category in Japan called cheat bugs. That's something, if you're ever interested in unique corruption content, if you search those terms on YouTube or Nico Nico, you will find... Yeah, actually, I'll do that. You'll find lots of unique corruption videos because they have a whole different kind of way they do them. And cheat bugs are generally constructed. They will use a lot of cheats, then they'll find them, put them together, and then they'll put together edited videos showing off the effects. And so that's a whole Japanese community. There's a lot of cool content out of there. Since Switch is easy, I have done Switch on here a few times in the past. It's just doing Switch takes a while. I mean, the games take like 3 to 4 minutes to boot. If you don't have a shader cache built up, then you have to wait for the game to boot. You have to wait for the game to load, etc. If you do have a shader cache built up, you have to wait for the shader cache to load, and then you have to wait for the game to boot, and then you have to wait for things to load up, and it is just very, very slow. So I can probably actually... see, I want to try this now. So, Legend of Zelda. The classic name. Alright, I should know where there's a shop. Can someone tell me where there's a shop? Right, there's a shop right here. Alright, so... if I need to state right outside the shop. And it is a ROM corruption, so all I should have to do to replicate is open up the correct window, which is not the stockpile player. Select the ROM itself, set it to like 2000. Question why my hotkeys stopped working. Why is this? Okay, I think there's a bug, Phil, that's causing the hotkeys to not work until you open up the hotkey configuration window. Excuse me. Because this is something I've had to do the past few times. Let's see if we can get this. Actually, I can state slightly closer to it loading. Alright. 297 may be too high, actually, for a Zelda one. CHR is sprite. It should be. It used to work. I know for a fact. No, this is happening with keyboard too, but this used to work. Oh, he's not here. Well. Oh, I am a green dot. Okay. CHR is, yeah, it's kind of like that. Ooh. Give me the key. Give me the key. Give me the key. Let's see if we can get this. Because honestly, Zelda 1 isn't that complicated, so it should be pretty easy to get. But that's just the sprite data generally loaded up in the CHR. So that's not right. Come on. Can we get the effect we want? Yeah, I don't know, Chris. I'll see what people want. But I don't think those are built for 506, and I do have the download somewhere. Hell Genie on RAM. Hell Genie on RAM is gonna... I would think the text would be loaded when I enter the room, but maybe it is only loaded on boot. Let's see. I don't see any... Okay. Is the text really loaded ahead of time? Or am I just getting extremely unlucky? I think I'm just getting extremely unlucky. Yeah, I had one that changed it to... It didn't mess up the text. It was the old man text. So, but that just changed the offset. That wasn't the overflow text. Actually, yeah, you're right. If I just sanitize and re-roll that one. You see, now the issue is I have to go back through the list and figure out which one it was. Uh-oh. Let's see if we can replicate this. No, it wasn't that one. Wasn't that one. Wasn't that one. Wasn't that one. Here's the fun part where you have an effect and then you don't save it right away. And then you have the very long list, and you have to go through it and figure out which one it was. Yeah, so the old one couldn't do it mid-game. But this approach, theoretically, as long as it's loaded after I enter the room, will work. I shouldn't have to go from the title screen. If I have to go from the title screen, I'm definitely not doing it. Here we go. All right, so dangerous to go alone. Sanitize. This is off screen. I'm not making a source for this. It is not present. Present. All right, and to stockpile. Dang. So I've sanitized it down to 1 byte. It's PRG ROM, 0x14866. So let's try re-rolling this one. Re-rolling this one does not actually, unless re-roll is still broken. Is re-roll still broken? 1 second. Value 67. Nope, reroll isn't broken. I don't think this is the right address. That's a shame. What the heck? 1 second, sorry. I can't move left or right. Yeah, maybe this text is loaded already. I don't know why they would waste RAM on the end. Oh, wait a minute. Let's try that one. Did I bind a reroll hotkey? 1 second. Roll star. There we go. Oh, probably sanitize this. Yeah, I should sanitize this because we appear to have gotten it. Try this again. Start sanitizing. Nope. So actually, here, let me just pop up a window capture for the sanitize. The issue is OBS does that funny thing where when a window disappears, sometimes it decides it wants to window title must match. Sometimes it decides it wants to then go and say, nah, I feel like capturing a different window instead of going away. So, I hit the wrong button. So it's not present. Present. So I can use this to whittle it down to the 1 unit. All right. And then to stockpile A. Oh, hey, OBS decided to cooperate today. So now if I reroll this one. All right, so we've made progress on his text data. I still don't think this is the right address. I think this is just text pointer instead of text data. Try opening the... Here, I'm going to swap sources to the one that has the blast editor. 1 second. BizHawk. Where? The source is supposed to have the blast editor in it. Blast editor components. Oh, they're all off. Right. Did the fix... Phil, I don't know if this ever made it in. I don't think I ever committed it. Settings. I forgot to commit it, didn't I? Yep. Okay, that's not in here. Oh, no, I did. Don't show blast layer name and title. Okay, good. I did commit it. Essentially, the issue I was just having is that the blast editor contains the name of the corruption in the title. So OBS can't find the window. So I added in a mode so it could find the title. And there we go. All right. So this is for 4604 in the PRG ROM. Let's see what's here. So yeah, this looks like a text pointer to me. Do I have the hex editor? So this is where I guess I can show off where you start getting slightly more into the hacky side of things, or capture hex editor. Go. Come on. And the hex editor also has... All right, add that to the to-do list. Get rid of the... Actually, we should just make it a toggle. Yeah, just a global toggle. So again, the hex editor says hex editor, editing address, whatever address you have selected. So yeah, we just need to do a streamer mode that toggles off all of those in every window, because otherwise this is an ongoing thing. So the address in question is this E9. So if I reload the state, this number is what is setting what happens in this room. So if I had to guess, that's a text pointer, which is not going to give us this specific effect we are looking for, because I'm pretty sure the specific effect we are looking for was a missing null terminator, which, if you don't speak nerd, means it never found the end of the line, so it just kept going. I wouldn't even do all windows show their name. So the issue is blast editor. I just made it a dropdown in the blast editor. Oh, there's your ShareX noise. So this is the issue. This little OBS, please add pasting images. Please add just pasting images from the clipboard. This little thing right here makes OBS upset. This 044602 blah blah blah. So, because OBS can't refine the window. So what we need to do is just make it globally so those don't show up. Tilt every frame. I could try. Store contain. Well, it's a ROM. It's ROM, so it's not gonna do anything. I could try RAM. But I'm pretty sure that's a text pointer. B. So I don't think it's gonna really do much, sadly, due to how it works, and due to how the effect, from my understanding of how it works. So probably have OBS open, so yeah, that happens too. Oh, this is a cool room. And again, my goal for today was kind of just whatever people, wanted to see. I'd play around with really anything just off requests, so I don't think I'm getting the shopkeeper to behave right now with this approach. I don't know if it is loading text earlier or what. Oh! Alright. Well, that's actually progress. That is not the correct progress, but this is... Buy something. Consume. Consume. Buy something. Yeah. Yes, I do have a Twitch account. I don't really use it. I've considered using it, but I don't have enough time for my own personal projects. That's not where that room goes, in the first place. So every time I consider streaming, it's like, okay, I could stream working on personal projects, but then do people want the nerd streams? I mean, some people want the nerd streams, but then if I actually wanted to turn streaming into some... Oh, I like that flickery sword. If I wanted to turn streaming into something, when you do the nerd streams, okay, if you guys really want the nerd streams, when you do the nerd streams, you lose audience. It's a Twitch thing, so it's that ever-going balance of some people want to see the nerd shit. Sorry, the nerd stuff. Someone has a swear. Is Rob here? Is Rob here? Okay, I don't think they're here. Swear jars. Swear. Don't tell anyone. I don't want to contribute to the swear jar right now. I'm saving up. I'm saving up for the big swear instead of the small swear. Yeah, that's one of the things with streaming. So when you do one type of stuff, I have not seen this effect. That is kind of true, but yeah, it's like, what would I even do? In terms of playing games, I'm the kind of person that gets heavily into one kind of game, or one game specifically, and plays like only that for a month, and then gets bored of that game. And then in terms of messing around, you see, that's true. Like, I was on a massive Hades kick in January. I haven't watched it since. I was on a pretty big downwell kick for a bit at the end of March. So I think my Hades is stuck on the 99th run. I stopped after 99 runs. I kept trying to do high heat 32 runs and failing. All right, this isn't working. If anyone has any game requests, just put them in chat. You know which consoles are supported, probably. So, let me rephrase that. Game requests that are not games we've seen a bajillion times, unless you have... I think it would be fun to do games that we haven't done a bajillion times. So... we could attempt Extra Wife. You know, I want to try something quickly. I don't know the last time I've actually done distortion auto-corrupt on anything besides music. That might have been too high. Tony Hawk, I'd rather not get the stream banned. I'm sorry. I would do Tony Hawk if it didn't involve getting the stream banned. Oh, that's the other issue with me streaming. I tend to use streams as background noise. Desert is my, well, he's been streaming lately, but previously he was my 7 p.m. until 11 p.m. background noise. So I can't stream another streamer in the background. So it's like, do I go without background noise? Do I just listen to music and talk to chat? Oh, Pictionary, that would be good. I'll do Pictionary because I want to see what that does to the Tim Follin music and the actual game. I am not making any progress here. Twitch TOS actually does not allow you to stream another streamer unless you get explicit permission. So, yes, that's the thing. I could have the audio for myself and not the stream. I could route it so I'm listening to that, but then I would not be talking to the stream because I'd be just listening to the other stream. And what background audio would I give you? I'd have to route some music or something. I don't know, it seems like a lot of effort, when instead I could just fun post in Desert's chat and not be productive anyway, because it's not like I'm productive when I'm doing that. Although sometimes I'm productive when I'm doing that. If any of you were here during Among Us 2 weeks ago, I may have been compiling light maps for Unity the whole time, which crashed my game on multiple occasions, because I kept using optics. Alright, so let me look through the game lists. Harvest Moon, Wheel of Fortune, Command & Conquer. No, we are not doing PC games. That takes too long. Sims DS. We've done that before. That's a good, maybe. Action 52. It's broken in this specific version of BizHawk. Sadly. And it also doesn't really corrupt well. TG16. I do not actually know what that is. I'm going to try Pictionary because I want to hear see... So, if you don't know Pictionary for the NES, you've probably... I'm just gonna let you listen to music for a moment. Oh god, autocorrect is on. That was not the intention. Oh, TurboGrafx, okay. Alright, no, it is supposed to be banging, but why does Pictionary slap so hard? One person, Tim Follin. This is an LJN game. Oh, that's a stockpile I still need to make. I was gonna make the Laughing Joking Numbnut stockpile. Well, actually, I was gonna make the AVGN stockpile where I did every single game that I possibly could that he's ever done, but then I realized just how long that stockpile would be. So I was like, okay, I could do the LJN stockpile. Yeah, that hasn't happened yet. So Tim Follin is a composer. He wrote the music for various video games, but for some reason, basically every game he wrote music for nearly every game he wrote music for was terrible. So again, this music itself, can you tell what I'm supposed to be doing in the game? Because I genuinely don't know. But yes, so some soundtracks done by Tim Follin, one very famous one is Silver Surfer. Silver Surfer on the NES, that's a pretty well-known one. No, this doesn't look like Breakout. I don't know if I'm supposed to catch these things in my hands and they bounce off your head. No, they're just bouncing around. 45. Oh! Okay, so I'm supposed to observe what's going on and then guess what it is. So it's a 4-letter word. So again, janky games, just not even a guess. All right. Can anyone guess a four-letter word that represents this? Because oh, okay, apparently I am so confused. No, now it's a six letter. Again, Tim Follins music. Okay, is it just... Oh, I see. You play mini games to get the hint for the picture, and then you have to guess. So I was doing something terribly wrong in that first mini game. Again, the music is an absolute... everything he wrote was absolutely banging. I'll just let a few people, crash. But... Oh, how is that even supposed to be possible? Alright, so... Four-letter word... That looks like Hangman. Head? I don't... Maybe? It is not head. No, they're saying ouch when they crash. Yeah, it's a stick man with an arrow pointing towards his head. Again, very mediocre games with very good soundtracks. Is it girl? Down? Oh, hair. No, there is acceleration on this input. Oh, it doesn't even tell you. Oh, here's the other sound. So... I just wanted to let you guys hear what the music was supposed to sound like first. That is extremely dissatisfying. Oh, crap. When I'm getting hit, I'm losing health. I thought I was gaining health. Yeah, I wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, Oh my gosh, you guys actually got... Yes! How? How did you guys figure that out? Ice... Oh god, I have to input this in 20 seconds. And there is acceleration on this. E. A. M. C. O. N. E. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. Oh, here's the other song. Why is Pictionary so hardcore? Alright, so I'm gonna rewind slightly actually so I can get a save state at the start of the song. Alright, I have a save state for that song. And now let's just get a save state of the title screen. So yeah, that's the thing about Tim Follin. He came from, I think he worked on Amiga and C64. I think it was mostly Amiga. So, let me see actually. Yep, ZX Spectrum. I'm American, but I will call it a ZX Spectrum because ZX Spectrum sounds stupid. Commodore 64, Amiga, Atari ST, NES, Mega Drive, NES, SNES, Game Boy Dreamcast, and PlayStation. So he started out on the early European computers. I'm pretty sure he's European. Yep, he's from England. Yes, that is why it's called the ZX Spectrum. It is the ZX Spectrum, but it is also from Timex Corporation, or, well, Sinclair. Timex produced it. But it was a UK computer from the early... So if you're interested in nerd history, Europe had a very, 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 very different development than the rest of the world when it came to computers and hardware in general. So they had their whole line in... You had the Commodore 64. The C64 escaped Europe, but you had the ZX Spectrum, you had the Amiga, you had the C64. All right, sequence loader plugin. All right, perfect. Vector, yep. So yeah, Europe over in the US. So Japan has a bunch of things that it considers home computer. So the term computer itself meant a lot of things back in the day. It did not necessarily mean what we think of as a computer today. Europe had their own home computer lines, the ZX Spectrum, the Amiga, the C64. Japan had their own set of computers, but Japan's computers were slightly more based on the IBM PC, and America was completely dominated by... Yeah, Japan had the PC-98, but they also got the IBM PC somewhat earlier on. Japan also had the MSX and the Macintosh. And yeah, so all different parts of the world had different... I'm loading up some stuff at the moment. Here, I can turn on autocorrect while I explain this. Had different understandings of what a computer was. So, Europe, Japan... Obviously, Japan isn't a continent, but Japan kind of did their own thing in terms of electronics development. I don't actually know what I think Korea... South Korea? I need to brush up on my computer history in terms of that era. I think South Korea mostly got clone machines from Europe. If you're interested, actually a very good video that covers this topic is I think it's not Internet Historian, there is a very specific video on the history of Tetris. Gaming Historian. Alright, so Gaming Historian's video on the story of Tetris. This video, I just linked it in chat. It's an hour long. I would highly suggest watching it. It goes through the entire history of Tetris, the creation on early Russian mainframes, or Soviet at the time mainframes, making it out of Soviet Russia, and all of the licensing disasters and other things that happened due to what the word PC meant. Tetris, one of the reasons early on it was so confusing was because they licensed it out under the fact that it would be put on PCs. So the issue is, Russia, they had a very different understanding. So there was a European country that got the license to put it on PCs. Well, there was a Japanese company that also thought they had the license to put it on PCs. But for Japan, PCs were closer to video game consoles, whereas for Europe, PC meant home computer, and let me rephrase, it wasn't PC, the term was computer specifically. So Europe was like, oh, the home computer. America was, oh, the IBM PC. And Europe and in Japan, it was the family computer, the MSX. So essentially, the word computer resulted in a massive licensing disaster involving the Soviet government, multiple European governments, the US government, the Japanese government, and lots of different countries. The story of Tetris is an amazing story. I would highly suggest saving that video and watching it later. Please don't leave me. I need the chat feedback. I need the dopamine from people being there. So to this day, Tetris licensing is actually not a mess anymore. What's his name? Sergey Tetris creator. I should know this. The Tetris creator, Alexei Pajitnov. My Russian, I don't have any Russian. There was a Sergey involved in the story. Yeah, Alexei Pajitnov. He actually has ownership of the Tetris IP as of, I think, like 2007. and he had licensed it out to EA. Tetris, the Tetris license is a story on its own. Sega, yeah, and that's the thing. Sega had an exclusive Japan license, but Nintendo also had some Japan license. And again, you had PC, you had computer versus console. That gaming historian video goes over a lot of it. And Pajitnov does. So the Tetris Company LLC owns the Tetris license. And, well, it's actually Tetris. It's split between Tetris Holding LLC and Blue Planet Software. Blue Planet Software is owned by Hank Rogers. I don't even know. Tetris, at this point in time, if you want to make a Tetris game, you go to Tetris Company. But back then, it was a disaster. There were international lawsuits involving the licensing of Tetris. People releasing versions. Blue Planet is the current name of Bulletproof. Why Tetris? Why is Tetris such a mess? Because it came out of Soviet Russia. That is the reason it was a mess. Due to imports, exports at the time. I am actually still loading stuff up at the moment. I'm not just talking for the sake of talking. The export controls at the time. It was... Yeah, the USSR had Elorg. They were super strict. It was a product of the USSR. And because he was working at a USSR, I think it was a university, the ownership was probably the USSR. I use probably as the keyword because there was some confusing ruling around how this stuff all worked at the time. All right, there we go. That's loaded up. So I was just loading up a plugin that lets us corrupt NSF files. So yeah, there were some confusing rulings at the time around how all of this worked. Computers are different. Why do we need to know this again? Because the term computer resulted in Europe, a specific company in Europe, being licensed Tetris to be put on computers. They felt they had exclusive rights to quote-unquote computer. But did computer include... But then the Japanese companies had a license to put it on what they considered computers, which were more like game consoles. So then Atari got involved and got the license to put it on game consoles. But then companies in Japan were putting it on what they considered computers and what other countries considered game consoles. And it is a massive, 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 massive mess at that point because the USSR doesn't even realize what's going on. And just watch the video. It is an amazing story. He does a good job of telling it. I couldn't summarize it. Oh yeah, copyright law at that time was a mess as well. So it's a hell of a story. All right, so that's loaded. That plugin does not appear to be built for 506, Phil. I imported the package and it is not showing up in the plugins window. It shows up under my plugins, but it does not show up under extra tools and plugins unless it's just drag and drop it on and then it loads it. I didn't think you hijacked it that way, did you? Oh, okay, never mind. It is a menu. Oh, sequence loader, yep. All right, so yeah, that's the issue. BizHawk can natively load NSF files, but... Oh, wait, apparently I fixed it. At some point, I apparently fixed... Did we fix... Oh, whatever. It was broken in BizHawk at some point, and we made the sequence loader tool, and now it's less broken. All right, here we go. Yeah, this lets you go through all the songs. Once you hit the last song, so this lets you load NSFs. So, for example, if someone has the NSFs for Shovel Knight, I could load those. Wait, the NSF loader doesn't work with VRC6, does it? I don't think Shovel Knight will work. I can do it for anything that doesn't use VR. I have gone the past, like, 20 minutes without actually corrupting anything. Shovel Knight does use... there is an NSF posted for... Oh, Jesus. What did I do? Oh! Load next song... Oh, that's a cool feature. I didn't realize Load Next Song made a state for every single song. I had the window in the background. Shovel Knight NSF. Yeah, so all the Shovel Knight music was... Nope, that 404's. All the Shovel Knight music was made in Famitracker, and it uses the, I think it was VRC6 extension chip. Might have been VRC5. Why is Malwarebytes blocking the Famitracker website? And Jake Kaufman did publish a set of NSF files, so you could listen to the music in your favorite NSF player. One moment. Malwarebytes. Sometimes I question why I still use you. And theoretically, you could run the Shovel Knight soundtrack on an actual NES, but you would have to take a Kirby's Adventure, not Kirby's Adventure, Kirby Dreamland 3, the one that looks like, the one that uses the fancy, I cannot speak English at this point. Okay. If you took that last Kirby game that looks like it's done in a crayon style, completely ripped everything out, replaced... That is the only NES cart, official NES cart, that is large enough to hold the NSF file, if I'm not mistaken. Personally, I like Malwarebytes as a non-intrusive, generally non-intrusive... There we go, shovelknight.nsf. Malwarebytes is generally non-intrusive. It has gotten worse over the years. Apparently shovelknight.nsf was already in my downloads folder. I just didn't know because my downloads folder is 200 gigabytes. There it is. Yep, it's missing channels. So you can hear that there's a channel or two missing. So that's an issue with BizHawk's NSF player. It does not support every single channel. Actually, can I pull up the sound channel? No, I can't. Were there? I remember reading a thing at one point in time being that if you took the... Maybe he was just using Kirby as an example. You'd have to pull the largest cart, and then it could fit it. It is large. So, yeah, sadly, you can hear there are channels being dropped here. If you've listened to the soundtrack. It's so disappointing. I wonder if they've updated that since. If they haven't, we should complain. Or we should just fix it ourselves. So I'm actually loading all the songs. Does anyone have any specific song request? Even though we're missing a few channels. You know, the issue is it's not named, so I'll have to find it in the list. Okay, so there are 48 tracks in Shovel Knight. Wow. Alright, I think Dance Macabre was like 20. Song request, Freebird. Nope. I am not a musician. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Some of these sound so bad. There it is. Oh, it sounds so bad without every track. 1 second, I need to show you guys what I mean by it's missing tracks. All right, yeah, dance. So this is what it's supposed to sound like. Yeah, so missing tracks means it's missing instruments, and Harpig, I'll explain in a second. So if this is the correct number... No. This is definitely... Here you go. Just a bit different. So yeah, Castlevania 3 on the NES. I will actually demonstrate that quickly. Yeah, no, the list you're looking at may not line up with the actual internal files. So essentially, one of the things you could do with the NES and the SNES was you could make expansion chips. Well, that's the thing. It is non-VRC6 because BizHawk's NSF player does not support VRC6. So, hello, Lugnut. You could make expansion chips on the NES, on the SNES, etc., such as the Super Effects. Konami was famous for making expansion chips that they used with heavily improved audio. So, one of their expansion chips was the VRC6. The issue with the VRC6 was it did not work on the NES. So, on the NES, they had stripped some specific pinout that was required for the VRC6 to work. There is an NSF player that should work. I thought we did that, Phil. I thought the original idea for this tool was that we would just swap out the song. Oh, yeah, that's a SNES. We did that for SNES. There is an NES one, because I used it to build that that Fun Post Undertale ROM like 3 years ago. We can talk about this later. So, all right, here we go. This is the NES version of Castlevania 3. So I'm going to save this title song, and then obviously the most important song, what? All right, here we go. The most important song in the Castlevania franchise. So you've all heard this song. The question is, have you heard the Japanese version of the song? So again, so let me blow it up. Jutsu, Jutsu, I do not speak Japanese. Then, what's it called? Akamajo, thank you. No, it's not Akamajo. Akamajo Densetsu. There it is. Alright, so here we go. So, again, I'm gonna load up the NES version. Nope, that's not right. The NES version of the intro song. Doesn't sound bad. I mean, it sounds very good, honestly, but... Alright, so now I'm gonna load up the Japanese version. So this actually isn't Disc-kun. This is not the Famicom Disk System. This is Konami's VRC6 chip. The Famicom Disk System did add an extra synth channel, but so some games used it, like Zelda 1 has a good... Zelda 1? No, so this is the VRC6. The VRC6 added 3 extra channels. Actually, was it 4 channels? Yeah, alright, someone just posted in chat. 3 extra square wave channels and a saw wave channel. The NES also couldn't do saw wave natively. So, now again, let's go back. I'm gonna... Again, in terms of depth. Alright, nope. So, NES... Again, it's an absolute classic song, and it does sound really good for the NES. Oh yeah, you could do sample channel for Sawtooth, but then that ate up your sample channel. Alright, now here's the thing. Again, this was solely a technical thing. They could not do this on the NES because the NES was missing the pinout that let this work. So here's the Japanese version. Oh yeah, you can just modify the... You can just rewire your NES very slightly, just slap on a wire and make it work. Bane of every Castlevania experience, walking up the stairs. Honestly, even one channel can make a massive difference. But yeah. So... yeah. This is barely a corruption stream at this point. This is just Narry talks about old tech. But, I think people are enjoying this, so... yeah, and when the limitations are that small, you make a great point. Oh, you run to a Blood and Dracula X are not even a... Those are not even a fair comparison. NES versus... Well, not NES. SNES versus... SNES versus PC Engine Super CD-ROM. Not even a fair comparison. And yeah, another one, so... One more thing quickly is Famicom Disk System is one you may have heard. I think Zelda 2, Legend of Zelda 2. So Zelda 2's title screen is completely reorchestrated on the SNES, on the Famicom Disk System version. So, Famicom Disk System, again, it only added one channel. Dracula X was an extremely bad port of Rondo because the SNES wasn't powerful enough. So you can hear how the melody is being led by a very light synth. What waveform is that? Yeah. Rondo was for the TurboGrafx and for the Super CD-ROM, and then the SNES just couldn't do the same thing. So, actually, before I go on, yeah, I want to just point something out. This translation. So this is one of those games that most of the stuff is in English, but it was written by the Nintendo of Japan. Several years after Ganon was destroyed, Link learns from Impa about the another sleeping Princess Zelda. He is told she can only awaken with the No 3 Triforce sealed in the Great Sanctuary at Dis Valley. To remove the seal, crystals must be embedded into a stone statue standing in 6 sanctuaries. Link sets out on an adventurous quest. That's fixed in the actual translation, but yes, the another sleeping Princess Zelda. But if I swap to the US version, I actually prefer this version. The story was in Japanese. It was just all the menu text and all the other stuff was in there is a copy in, I think there was a copy in Japanese in the manual. And yeah, so now this translation, it's a bit more. Number 3 Triforce is still a bit of a janky translation, but it's not another Princess Sleeping Zelda. It's just, yeah, the in-game dialogue is in Japanese. It's just the title screen, and then the menus are in English. It's one of those games, but... And one other quickly before we move on to actually destroying these games is Zelda 1. There's a very key difference between the two. Probably a bit quiet. It's classic. This is the version people know. This is the classic version that people know. But you move to the Famicom Disk System version. And again, I'm pretty sure this is another one where they have a bunch of random English mixed in. So if I swap to the Japanese version, or specifically the Famicom Disk System version, not the Famicom version. Go find the 8 units link to save her. And that's the thing. Sometimes I do agree that the NES ones sound better, and sometimes I feel like it's partially nostalgia, and just knowing a version that you know. Because, again, if this is what you know, this is what you know. Oh yeah, this thing existed in this version. The Bibble. Yes, Bible. Nintendo of America got rid of that back in the day for Nintendo of America reasons. But this is a great version. Do I not have control? Is FDS not bound? FDS is bound. Oh, my controller disconnected. That's why I don't have control. No, I actually... Oh, right. On the Famicom disk system, to get past the title screen, you flip the disc around. Oh, yeah. Also, deleting your save file is called kill mode. So again, slightly different sound effects. I have no idea what I just wrote, but one of the most interesting sound effect changes, there's no way I'm getting to it, I'd have to do an entire dungeon. So the Overworld music is exactly the same if I remember correctly. Yep, they didn't use the extra channel at all for the actual Overworld music. What they did use it for, if I fast forward a bit and grab a sword, is... one of the issues with Zelda 1 is... See? Your flying sword is now a velociraptor. So again, it's a cool sound, and there were lots of weird little things that differed with the Famicom Disk System version, and it was always an adaptation in the specific game. Also, you'll notice there's no music cutting out anywhere. Oh yeah, the rupee sound effect's slightly different, but the music doesn't get cut out due to sound effects because they had that extra channel. And that's one thing that a lot of Famicom Disk... Oh, the water as well, yeah. That's one thing a lot of Famicom Disk System games used it for, was to prevent the music from cutting out. So... FDS was, yeah, the discs were supposed to be cheaper. There was more support for native saving. There were a lot of good ideas with the FDS. It just didn't really catch on, and it didn't make sense in the West. And also, getting the NES to the West, that was a whole different story. So, anyway, let's get back to what the focus of this stream was supposed to be. Crashing the game. That was the focus of the stream. It's Dark Link. So yeah, again, it depended completely on the game. Oh, yep, the sword sound effect in BS Zelda. It's completely game dependent, how the developers chose to use that extra channel. Some of them were releasing games on both the FDS and the regular Famicom, non-disc system version, so they would sometimes just use that extra channel for maybe sound effects, not have to change the music, and devs used it in their own ways. It's honestly a cool piece of history in terms of gaming history, is comparing them. There aren't that many games worth comparing. And some games, there's basically no differences whatsoever. If I'm not mistaken, the FDS version of Mario 1 is exactly the same game, just put on a cart. Hi. Oh, do you guys like that low health beep in this version of the game? Because I don't. Here, I will corrupt her. She is invincible, apparently. Oh no, he's flatlined. She is actually invincible, what the heck? Oh, there she goes. One second. Remember when I said at 3:05 that in about an hour and a half, the dog would want to leave my room? She requested to leave my room. Alright, I think I just put my headphones on backwards. No, I did not. I did get the key, but I can't move. So, now that we're done looking at differences between the NES and the disk system, does anyone have any specific game requests? I'm gonna see if I can hit up Shovel Knight's music while we... Wario World, I've tried it on multiple occasions and it really doesn't give good results. Although I haven't tried Wario World with the newer methods. What? Jet Set Radio? Jet Set Radio, again, while it's technically corruptible, it's also not sequenced. So, if you try and corrupt the Jet Set Radio music, it will just, give you, funny, scratchy, terrible noises. You do not want to corrupt MP3 files, trust me. I can show you why if you really want to, but you will want to cover your ears. Moment. Hello, Luigi guy. Legacy Edition, so I don't have to reboot that. One moment. Yes, give me a second. Music, let me find something that I can actually corrupt. Here, I can also show you corrupting, JPEG files. Here, I actually have some of the pictures from, the other day on my desktop still. So, depending on the file type, you can actually get some interesting results corrupting image files. Again, that's completely dependent on the file type and how the compression works. So if you, for example, corrupt a bitmap file, you're just going to get sparkles. Or, not sparkles, you're just going to get... not sparkles, sprinkles, that's the word I was looking for. Whereas if you corrupt, say, a JPEG... One second, I should probably actually load the image up to show you. So, store backup. You know, I bet OBS is not going to play nice with me showing an image and corrupting it at the same time. So, if you were watching Desert the other, 2 nights ago, not last night, 2 nights ago, we may have saved hundreds of images to our desktops collectively, messing with the game. So let's just use this image, for example. Everyone's favorite character from everyone's favorite movie. So this is a JPEG. So, hey, it actually, OBS updates it in real time. That is amazing. OBS updates it in real time. Oh my gosh. Can we get an auto-corrupt on files, Phil? Holy crap. 1 second. Let me try run 10 times. Yeah, I loaded up WGH. I forgot it doesn't... It's blasting too fast for OBS to update the image. Is there a way we can... we can't slow down the blast. So yeah, with JPEGs, you get really fun image corruption, actually. If you try and corrupt a PNG, you generally get nothing. Or perhaps he is wondering why someone would shoot a man before throwing them out of a plane. Oh, I think I corrupted it beyond repair. Because again, oh, there it is. He's back. 5. It's a fun effect. It's a very fun effect to do it on JPEG files because you get this really unique. Honestly, this is the glitch effect that you see in movies and other things because early compression, motion JPEG, being the fairly early compression format that was somewhat popular when it shouldn't have been, meant that corrupted motion JPEGs gave you this kind of look. They gave you this glitchy, lines would be offset, you'd have weird colors injected, but it wouldn't completely destroy the image. So if I try and swap this to a PNG, for example, so this is what happens when you try and corrupt a PNG. So I load up this PNG, and I blast it with 1 byte, and the PNG no longer loads. 1 byte breaks a PNG file, and it's just can't be parsed. And that's partially because of the PNG is now 100% better. Oh, come on. Not that much better. I have a JPEG version of this one. Hey, Lois. Imagine if I could do voice impressions, because this definitely sounds like Peter Griffin and not, I have no idea. Who does this even sound like? It's almost like a shitty Jeff Goldblum. I said the bad word again. Closer to Lewis? Ralph, almost a hint of Cleveland? Yeah, I can't do voices. They are something that I cannot do. I don't know if there's a single impression that I can do. Wait a minute. Do I have a CMYK JPEG on hand? No, I do not. And if I open Photoshop, you know it's going to take 5 minutes for Photoshop to open. Yeah. Corrupting images is pretty fun, and corrupting video files... Whoa, wait a minute. What was that last one? Dark Peter. The image disturbs you enough as is? Yeah, JPEG's fun. Other file formats, not so well. So, for example, this video, this is an MP4. So, due to how MP4 works, form, fit screen. Yes, this is still on my desktop. So, if I load that video up, set it to loop. I have no idea if this is going to get upset if I corrupt. Okay, yeah, I can't access the file. I gotta shut off the source. And I gotta select close file when inactive. Turn the source back on. And then you get data moshing. Hello, kitty. So MP4 can be pretty good too. If you do AVI, if it's uncompressed, again, you just get sprinkles. But it is completely dependent on how the compression algorithm works. So sometimes you get great stuff like this. Sometimes you get absolutely nothing. I keep getting the same exact corruption. Why is this the same one? Is it not re-blasting? Or is OBS? Try turning the intensity up. So no, it's definitely working. It's just giving me a very similar effect. And yeah, that's part of how MP4 compression works. Or MP4, I say MP4, H.264 works. I'm not going to get into the details, but essentially H.264 works by moving around pixels to, at its core, so it'll take a still image every every n frames. It will essentially take a full image. Oh god, yeah, corrupted PSDs. that is a whole different world. So MP4 H.264 works by, at its core, it'll take a full frame and then it will essentially puppeteer the frame around until the next full frame update. So you can't see my mouse cursor. So the plug in the background, if I hit play, you'll notice that all the stuff in the background is moving very slightly. So yes, there are actually it's neither. It's B frames and P frames. I frames, B frames, and P frames. There are no N frames to my knowledge in H.264. Corrupted PSDs fills you with fear and makes you want to check your files. So yeah, the way H.264 compression works is it has your full frame, and then it has intermediate data where it will... I could open it in iframe view. That would actually work, but I don't think I have any complex PSDs on hand. So I'd have to make something, and that would take too long. So yeah, you can get some fun results, data moshing, just general glitch art. A lot of people... There's a whole subsection of people who do corruptions solely for glitch art. And it's a great fun thing to do. Did I just move my entire picture? Oh no. One moment. If I lag out for a moment, it's just because I accidentally moved my entire pictures folder into my music folder. Okay, there we go. I am having a surprisingly good day. All right, there we go. I fixed it. I think I fixed it. Let me check. Yep, I fixed it. All right, so BMP files. If I load up a bitmap, it's actually very similar to... I can make a bitmap quickly. A bitmap will corrupt very similar to when you say corrupt a... DOS game, because a bitmap is just raw RGB pixels. So if I do a 24-bit depth bitmap, I think OBS can load up bitmaps. Yes, it can. So here you go. Here's Turtwig. If I load Turtwig and start corrupting him, it's just going to do sprinkles. It's the same effect you get when you corrupt a frame buffer. Oh, that too many. It's the same effect you get when you're corrupting a frame buffer, because it's literally, there's no compression, there's nothing fancy here. Oh, nice. I got my second shot last Tuesday, which was an event. I'm officially, I shouldn't, no, not on this channel. I am vaccinated. So no, corrupting a bitmap file is just going to create sprinkles, because, yeah, a bitmap file at its core is just, again, if we get into the nerd talk about how things work, a bitmap file is essentially just raw RGB data representing what every single pixel is. So again, if I pop up, nope, that's not the correct window capture. Cool. Are you guys enjoying my desktop? Yes, that is in fact the Sopranos file on my desktop. Right there. Yeah, so that desktop Sopranos file. No, that is not a naked mannequin. That is Shroomy. There's a stig there. Let's see what else. Hex editor, debug help, reset permissions, listener before fast start. Final Fantasy, Christmas video 2012. Whack. And Sheepit. If you use Blender, you should use Sheepit. Anyway, so this is this bitmap file. So you have a small header, and then all those FFs are just the white space. So for example, if I change it to 0, 0, and then save, you can't tell yet because I didn't overwrite enough. If I just keep pasting 0, 0. Okay, well, I lied to you. I just hit part of the header, apparently, instead of the raw. Oh, I see what I did. I offset the image. I shifted it for... Oh, that's actually really cool. Okay, so what I did here by accident, I didn't overwrite data. I bit shifted it. I inserted new data earlier into the image, so it offset the other data and shifted it to the right, which is not at all what it was supposed to do. So if I just delete all of what I just did, yeah, now you that was not the intention. Yeah, that's what you can do. I was still within the header of the bitmap file. That's what happened there. So if I resave the bitmap file and I go down here, so all these E's, so back to the FF. So if I go to the end, again, lots of FFs. So if I start replacing these with zeros, yeah, I inflated the bitmap. If I start replacing these with zeros, there we go. Now you can see a black line appeared. Whereas if I replace them with like DD, that will give me. So DD, if anyone here wants to do the RGB math, that's an orange. So with RGB, again, this is just RGB. So red, green, blue, red, green, blue, red, green, blue. I think, did I include an alpha channel in this one? I said 24-bit bitmap. No alpha channel. So yeah, it's just RGB. So for example, if I did FF0000, it gives me okay, apparently it's BGR because that's a blue pixel and not a red pixel. FFFF, and now I get cyan. So, yep. Yeah, if you put the same value in all three channels, you get a different color. So, yep. And then that's supposed to be red. You can't really tell. It's pink. Is this 4? Oh, wait. 24-bit. Okay. I don't actually know the bitmap file format structure. So apparently the bitmap file format structure is color, and then not color. I broke it. He is broken. Yeah, that almost looked like CMYK. Bitmap data and structure. All right, so the bitmap data structure, since this is now turned into Narry Talks About Computers instead of Narry Corrupts Games, bitmap data structure is 24-bit bitmap structure is... All right, here we go. The BMP file format from Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia that nobody can edit. So this is this. This might mean something to you. Essentially, so each byte you have an alpha mask. Oh, this is RGBAX. Okay, my image is not RGBAX. I saved it as 24-bit RGB. Again, I'm not the best person to explain this. I do not know all of the information here. All right, here's another one. So again, I don't fully understand this. I'm figuring it out. I'm reading this documentation at the same time as you are. So essentially, a bitmap, you have type, size, reserved, header size, image width, image height, planes, bits per pixel, compression, X pixels per meter, Y pixels per meter, then red, green, blue reserved. So it is RGB 0 in the color table, but yeah, this one doesn't have alpha. Yes, alpha is transparency if you don't do color work. Anyway, I should probably get back to what we were doing. I'm going to have to scroll up by 10 minutes to find the game suggestions. Oh God, where are they? All right, here we go. Paperboy, Nintendogs, Final Fantasy 1, Wario World. Episode 1 Racer. Episode 1 Racer crashes. You do not want to see how much Episode 1 Racer crashes. It is painful. All right. Yes, I can see that far back. I am using everyone that I know of's least favorite chat app, Chatterino. They all use Chatty because they're boomers. I use Chatterino because it's modern and cool, and it's not just a glorified IRC client. It has cool features, like it can actually show emotes, it can show bits properly, it can show highlighted messages properly if you want it to. Whereas Chatty cannot show highlighted messages if you, for example, they're all stuck in their ways. They're used to Chatty. They don't want their chat flooded with all those features. Also, yeah, alpha channels, that's a mess I don't even want to try and explain because I don't understand it well enough. No, I can see that. That's the trick. In Chatterino, I can see that. In Chatty, you cannot. Chatty hides highlight my messages. And that's why. Although I could click the ignore highlights button on your name and then not see it. But they're all stuck in their ways. They use Chatty. Well, good for them. They can use Chatty if they want. What were we doing? Right, I was going to load up Wario World, and we were going to try it with some of the more modern corruption techniques. So let me load up Wario World. Yeah, pinging. Here's the trick. Pinging Variety is Hope doesn't ping me. I'm not under the Variety is Hope account. I don't have the login. I just have a stream key. And the stream key, it disappears in 1 hour. Yes, that's the one you have to ping to get my attention. Oh, yeah, at Narry also works because I added a highlight for that because I don't have the Narry handle on Twitch, and I don't want to use the other handle that I would use because I've found that when I use the other handle, people refer to it by the full handle and don't cut it off at Narry. And I would like them to cut it off at Narry. I could do Narrow. I don't like that one. It's not that I dislike it. It's just not the name. So, loading up Wario World, Nintendo GameCube. Wario World. I swap to Mini RTC view. I swap to the funny mammalian fish creature. I hit button. I turn the volume down. Wario. Okay. Cool crop, thanks. Note to self, ask if I'm allowed to add a chat filter to that. Alright. Here. Wah wah. See? It's Wawa. And my controller disconnected because I swapped. Controllers. Standard controller. Not keyboard and mouse. I want refresh. X input. Profiles. I do not have my Xbox profile in here. And I'm not getting out a proper GameCube controller right now. Z. Start. Up. Down. Left. Right. Why is D-pad right not working? There we go. Up, down, left, right. Take it back now, y'all. One hop this time. Right foot, left stomp. Left foot, left stomp. Now it's time to get funky. I didn't hit save. Oh, no, it saved, okay. So I tried doing that in Beat Saber the other day, and it was very weird. Alright, Wario World. Let us see if I can get any results using the newer methods. Because again, I have actually tried this game in the past, but I was never able to get results out of it. Yep, you can make a save file. Sure. So this game is a game. If you've never seen it, that's the best way I can describe it. Oh, come on. That's an FMV. So, yes, this game is a game. It stars Wario, and it's a world. The camera also hates you in this game. If you haven't figured it out. The camera really hates you in this game. Alright, so let's go over to this first area. I have no idea what's up with the rendering bugs. It does have some good music, though. But yeah, the camera, again, now I'm 2.5D. I can tilt the camera up and down, I can move it left and right, but they hadn't quite figured out the cameras at this point in time. The game also takes control away from you at random for stuff like that. It's an okay game. It's not a bad game, but I don't think it's as good as some people. Yep. I've seen a lot more love for this game than I think it deserves personally, but it's not a bad game by any means. It also has a weird clown boss. So, alright, let's try this. I'm actually going to just start with Jump Knock because I'm going to test two things first. I'm going to test if ARAM's being used. Alright, so ARAM is not being used. Oh, wait, I'm on Jump Knock. ARAM's definitely not being used. So, previously when I corrupted this... Cool, I just crashed it first try. Corrupted this game. I only had the float lists. There we go. I moved my mic slightly and it disconnected. There we go. Okay. Where's the game? There's the game. It's on the wrong monitor now. It's the wrong size now. OBS isn't capturing it now. Computers. Even I can't make them work. Alright, there we go. So, thank you for the raid, Cheesy. Hello, Soft. Holy loud. 1 second. I should probably, load that up. I didn't have the volume limiter on. Again, I do this streaming thing once a month. I am not a... I don't have the best workflow for this stuff, so I just kind of go with it. Alright, so let's see if we can get anything using the code lists. Last time I tried doing this game, I really didn't have much in terms of luck, so we shall see. That's not bad. Wario just doesn't want to play. Cool. You miss getting your ears blown out? Yeah, I've heard that on a few occasions. I've also, one thing as a programmer you have to remember is it's very hard to damage people's hardware nowadays. Back in the early days of computing, it was not impossible that some poorly written software could actually damage your machine. Nowadays, to really damage a machine with poorly written software, the easiest way to do it is blowing out someone's speakers. Yeah. Let me swap. Yeah, even with these newer... oh yeah, you could damage the original Game Boy screen if you didn't update it properly. No, I mean accidentally damage someone's hardware. So if you, like, blow out their speakers, or... I do not know why this... Whew. Blow out their speakers, or do other, things that... Like, I can't just destroy your CPU, by accident. Even if your CPU is poorly cooled, I could load it to 100%, it's just going to thermal throttle. It's not going to get damaged, theoretically. Same with the GPU. I load it to 100%, it'll just get thermal throttle. So... Float double giga... Alright. Again, I've tried this game in the past, and I really haven't gotten much out of it, so... what's the... I don't remember. What's the value list for Float Double Giga? Yeah, nowadays computers pretty much just shut down before they break. Whereas with older hardware... Oh, there we go. With older hardware, that wasn't necessarily the case. So, breaking people... Boom. Goodbye, Wario. Oh, gosh. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. He can't do it. Whoa, Mark. 1 second. Oh god, I'm orienting towards surface rather than gravity. Where's my normal up? My up normal is wrong. Come on, Wario, you can do it. Even the NPCs are having trouble. I don't think I'm solving this puzzle with these controls at the moment. Come on, you can do it. Stand on the spot. Stand on the spot. Sure, that's close enough. Oh, jeez. Let's go back to the... A brick that refuses to brick, yes. So, you can thrash hard drives. again, in terms of especially its immediate damage, there was a bug in macOS that was causing unnecessary read writes to the SSDs, shortening their lifespan. There were some concerns early on about de novo shortening SSD lifespans. Those appear to have been unfounded. But again, yeah, poorly written code can damage hard drives and SSDs over time. And yeah, you can thrash the hard drive, slow it down to a crawl with bad code. You can spin it up, spin it, depending on if the drive is a data drive or not, you could spin it up, spin it down to try and wear out the spindle, but that's not direct damage. Whereas with speakers, you make one mistake and you can completely blow out someone's speakers. Yeah, Wario World is, let me see. Wario continues to be an apparition who does not want to, okay, who sometimes, at his discretion, will corrupt. And there's no kill plane. I still want to do VR corruptions one of these days. It does sound dangerous, and the hard part, honestly, the thing about the VR corruptions, A, yes, it sounds like pain. B, part of it is honestly iterating upon it, because you have to put the headset on, and then take it off, and then put it on, and then take it off. And also, writing a VR application is a pain, mainly on the UI side. So I was working on that standalone Unity corruptor that was a melon loader mod. The issue was melon loader's quote-unquote universal functionality doesn't work that well. It's supposed to be just a universal thing. This just ducked my volume and did not bring it back up. So it's supposed to work on any game you throw at it, but it doesn't. So... Oh... Yes. The Source 2 BSP format has not changed too much. Alex map corruptions would work. Alex corruptions would work. Does anyone want to experiment? We could spend the next 45 minutes trying something that has no guarantee of doing anything. Yeah, that's one of the other things. When VR games crash, they have a tendency to bring Steam VR with them. All right, 1 second. All right. I think this might be a fun way to end today. Again, this could go completely south and we could get no results, or we might get something. All right, where do I have Alex installed? I think it's on my H drive. Nope, it's not on H. H is the Call of Duty drive. Nope, Alex is here. All right, content. So game, HLVR maps. All right. So A1 intro. Oh, right. Alex maps are packed into VPKs. I don't think Alex will unload VPK edit. Yes, the Call of Duty drive. GCF scape. 1 second. Let me see how extract. You can actually source to I don't think it will load unpacked. I haven't done any Source 2 modding, to be honest, even though I used to do a bunch of Source modding. I really haven't done any Source 2 modding. There's been too many other things. So I do not know if Alex will load unpacked VPKs. If anyone in chat knows the answer to that, I would appreciate it before I keep going. Or if I'll have to repack them into VPK. Maps. Yep, you have the VMap there. You have VPKs. I think VPK is compressed. VPK. I know VPK is packed. I don't know if it's compressed. Been a while since I've done source stuff. VPK2 sections, archive MD5s. I do not think VPK is compressed. 1 second. VPK does not appear to be compressed. So, 1 second. Up, double check that the bytes are the same. And we may actually be able to just do this. The VMap. Search for those bytes and the VPK. All right, VPK is not compressed. It is just packed. So I can just corrupt the VPK directly. All right, A1 intro world is the title screen, startup.vpk. All right, let's try the title screen. That's going to be the easiest. So make backup of that. Launch file stub. All right, I have no idea if this is going to work. Genuinely no idea. But we can try. Properties. I do not know if source 2 has novid. I would assume source 2 has novid. Game. Bin. Binary. Here. hlvr.exe. Create shortcut. I may crackle out for a minute while it pulls up the headset stuff. Vid. All right, Steam VR is running. Hey, base stations are on. All right. Headset. I'm not gonna swap the mics because I'm just gonna be sitting at my desk, and it's come on Steam VR. All right, there we go. Steam VR is running, and I guess the easiest way to test this would just be try corrupting that VPK and seeing if the game boots or not. So browse target, load up the folder. There is a dog trying to get into my room. She knows how to open my door, but I think I locked it. 1 moment. There goes my controller. Oh god, there's 2 of me. 1 second. Why are there 2? Why are there 2 of them? Oh crap, it's Steam VR sidechaining me, isn't it? Okay. Is that better? One second. Why are there 2 of me? Why are there 2 of me? Audio mirroring off. Is that better? Audio input device. Why are there 2 of me? Oh gosh, why are there 2 of me? That's why there are 2 of me. I fixed it. There are 2 of me because I had a second audio track in OBS that was picking up my headset mic. All right, so now I have no idea if this is going to work at all. This is probably not going to work. Doesn't mean we can't try. So load targets in RGB. Have we tested file stub on 506b5, Phil? All right, so vector engine, extended. Corrupt. How many blast units did I get for 40? I got 3 blast units. This is probably okay. I'm in Little Endian. All right. So how many units is that? That is 40 units. Guess I'll start with 1,000,000. This is a big file. Should give me around 400 units. Yep, 411. And I hit the button in the game folder, bin, Win64, hlvr.exe. Alex launches. I actually add a game capture source for Alex. And Alex crashes. It worked! Alex crashed! Try that with a lower number first. And it did something. Oh, I should. Oh my god, it works. Holy. Okay, 1 second. Headset on. Oh no. My headset has no idea what is going on. It's still showing me Steam VR Home. It is. Oh. Well, kind of working. Something happened. Let me add a VR. I might want to do Steam VR Mirror instead of It does not even appear to have launched Alex in VR mode. All right, 1 second. Let me get this capture fixed quickly just to make sure that this is working properly. Let me restore the file. Launch Alex again. That is not the correct folder. That is VR chat. That is not Alex. You see, the other issue is I have to take my glasses off for this. Okay, so I just fixed the file. All right. Why is this? I didn't even. Okay. Apparently, if you just launch Half-Life Alyx.exe, it does not launch in Steam VR mode. And cool. So it's launching Alex in desktop mode. Apparently, if you just launch the executable directly, you can walk around. This is probably something people have known for a year now, but it's not something I knew about. So I'm going to have to launch it through Steam and not through the executable file. 1 second. Task, because it doesn't want to quit. Swap to Steam. Add novid as a launch parameter so we don't have to watch the Valve video every time. All right, now let's try corrupting it again. Launching the game. And let me actually grab the command line parameters from Alex. Launch it in VR mode. It's okay, dash VR. Oh god, this is terrible in the headset. Oh god, yes. I don't have any Alex. Okay, I'm gonna have to swap mics. 1 second. My mic quality is going to go down because I'm swapping to my index mic, and I don't feel like doing full audio rerouting. So you're gonna get raw index audio instead of actually. No, I can give you the processed index audio. 1 second. Okay. So this should now be, yep, that's headset mic. So that is working properly. Jeez. Oh God, I do not have, oh God, I don't have chat ready. I don't have anything ready. Layout mode, add window. Come here, chat. 1 second. You see, come here, chat. Get on my finger. Get on my hand. Come on. Oh God, yeah, the epilepsy warning went away. Sorry. I will put the epilepsy warning and the logo back. I also swapped from OVR Toolkit to Excess Overlay, and I haven't really used it much yet. I don't know how to pin this to my hand with Excess Overlay. Okay, so chat, you're just going to be floating here for me. All right, let me put those warnings back on screen because we sure as hell need them. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Make that giant. Okay. So we know it works. And the main menu just goes to garble. Just falls apart. So I am going to swap files. I may get quiet when I raise my headset a bit, so unload. I'm going to swap maps to the first map in the game, A1 Intro World. Second, A1 Intro World, and then I need to set up target execution, execute other program. 1 second, and I should have this automated so I don't have to keep pulling off my headset. vr.exe args vr dash no no vid plus map A1 intro world. All right, that should work properly. Now, I should just have to hit one button. I'm going to lower the intensity, and we see what happens. All right, Alex launches. So every time Alex closes, you guys are going to... Actually, let me just give you a VR view. It'll be much faster because VR view doesn't close every single time. Game capture. Fit to screen. Gonna be slightly cropped. Good enough TM. And it's over the warnings again. All right, there we go. Okay, so that crashed. But it did something, which is what we wanted. Oh, gosh, I doubled the intensity instead of having it. No wonder it crashed. What? What the heck? I meant to half the intensity, but I doubled it instead. Where did you go, chat? I lost you. Oh, there you are. Yeah, so I swapped to excess overlay, and I don't know how to pin it to my hand. TP plus right trigger. That's for resizing. Come on, get on my hand. Get on my hand. I should probably make a save file. Or use a map that doesn't have an intro. Get on... Okay, apparently this is not how excess overlay works. I will... Settings. Oh god, you're so small. Left hand. Oh god, okay, there we go. Giant chat. Oh. Well, it worked. Do not look at the... How do I change locomotion methods? I want full movement. Come on. Preferences. Movement. Shift. Continuous. Continuous. I don't want snap turn. Whatever. Okay, the answer is do not look at the citadel. I may need to tweak... Oh god. Okay. Let me make a save. Don't look at the tower thingy. Yeah. All right. Let me spawn another window. Can look at all those pictures from my desktop. Trying to find the RTC window. There you are. So I'm gonna lower that. I'm gonna swap. Let's change. Oh, it doesn't show me the drop downs. No. 1. One to 2. And corrupt. You can go above me. Yeah, Kelazun, that's... Oh, I'll fly away. Why is play space mover on? Okay, I should probably use the second map in the game so I don't have to keep loading the save file. So I don't know the launch parameter to load the save file. And nothing. Okay, yeah. God, this game is so nice. Why do I keep losing it? I'm not letting go. Okay, maybe it is corrupted. All right. Yeah. Let me swap to the. I didn't have my wrist strap on, and there goes my controller. All right. Let me swap to the other map. 1 second. Why is the frame rate so juddery in the VR view? Steam VR. I hate you so much, Steam VR. Yeah, you guys are getting a really juddery frame rate from Steam VR. The game window is fine. Let me swap back to the other view. No, it's still getting juddery. I don't know. Oh, I know why. OBS isn't running as admin and I am using NVENC. That's probably why. Yeah, my overclock is fine. Yeah. All right, that's why. I didn't swap to CPU encoding, and I didn't configure OBS to handle this properly. So I wasn't really expecting to do this, but it's good enough. All right, so I'm going to change maps again. So let's quit the game. Restore all dirty. Unload map A1. Load map A2. Or A1-2, which I think is Russell's lab. Select A1-2 part 1. Load. It says error loading target for some reason, Phil. I do not know why, because it then loads fine. So yeah, every time I close it, you're going to get the RTC view. All right, hit execute other program. A1 intro. Edit exec. Intro world 2. And corrupt. Oh, execute. I'm a dummy. Edit exec. Game bin win64 hlvr.exe. Now I hit corrupt. I don't have virtual reality, and I'm not sure if they would approve of me playing that game on this channel. Oh, okay, Half-Life Alyx spoilers. This is actually a good spot to start with. But I don't think I'm getting anything. Alright. Yep, nothing. Alright. I'm gonna tweak these settings a bit. See if we can get some let me try super extended. I know these words have no meaning to most of you, but they do have meaning. There it goes. And yeah, there's a whole potential for, like, if it was a Unity game, if I use the Unity templates, lots of potential for different ways of doing things here. Nice, the game crashed that time, so that's progress again. Corrupt. Nice. What's this error? An error occurred applying a blast unit to the game. Oh no, the file was in use. This is called experimentation. Oh, it crashed again. All right, but that is progress. So I'm going to lower the intensity again. Source 2, yes, I could do, it's not physics.dll, it's not vphys.dll, but I could hit engine stuff. Yeah, Boneworks is Unity. Oh, now it's just crashing. So it really doesn't like super extended. I might be hitting header data with super extended holes. What time is it? 5:40, okay, I still have a bit. You know, I should probably go offline on Steam so people don't see me launching Alyx every 10 seconds. That would be good for the people who have me on their friends list. And the setting. It's either too little or too much. Hi, can you corrupt for me? Can you corrupt for me? Please? Press trigger to start. All right, let me try. Yeah, might make more sense to try the engine approach at this point. I'll try like 3 more map corruptions, and if that doesn't work, I'll swap to engine, because we have a method that works fairly well with source 1, and I don't know why it wouldn't work with source 2. Also, it's not terminating the game soon enough. It's not successfully applying the corruptions every time. I'm getting an exception that it failed to write, which means the handle for the file is not being released soon enough or something. That one crashed. I gotta ask nicely for, well, so were you here last month when we did some Half-Life 2 on the Xbox and it just turned into Gmod? Oh, did it load? It's trying. Oh. All right, let me lower the intensity again. Ah, we're so close. We're so close. It is downpouring for me, so it's nice that you have a nice day out, Noombers. And I guess... Oh, press trigger to start. And... nothing. Okay. Alright, I think the physics approach may be the way to go. Because... map corruption does not appear to be getting us very far. Kaboom! Yeah, we're trying. It's kind of working. And by kind of, I mean basically not. Go away, Russell. Either give me the code to make this work properly or go away. Alright, I'm going to try the map corruption one more time. A1 Intro World 2 is the file I have selected. So we're doing the correct map. But, again, I don't know Source 2's file formats. I know Source 1 pretty well. I touched Source 2 when Dota 2 moved to Source 2 for SFM purposes. Oh gosh, okay. There we go. Alright, apparently Source 2 map corruptions are... I'm running away. I'm escaping. I've escaped. Oh gosh. It's here. It's here. Clown vomit. It's here. It's real. Alex. Alex! The light map! The light map has corrupted Alex! Alright. Let's see if there's anything else on this level. Once I get out the door. Alright. Alright, so do we have anything else corrupted? There it is, the light. Oh, right. I don't think... It's been a bit since I've played, even launched Alex, but I haven't actually beaten Alex because I watched, before I planned to get VR, I watched multiple people play it in full, which I kind of regret because now that I have VR, I wish, okay, I wish I hadn't played it. Yeah, the shadow map is all over the place. Okay. Push and bring up jump trigger, and then release to jump. There we go. You know, this would probably be faster if I swapped to teleport movement. 1 second. Because if I have teleport movement, then I can... Actually, wait. Don't you still get teleport movement? Okay, yeah, you do. Alright, yeah, I'm definitely going to attempt VFizz, because this seems... Yeah, this is like corrupting one model off in the distance, and if I look at it, it destroys my... It gives me a headache, and then otherwise, nothing happens. God. Alright, yep. Alright, let's try VFizz. So, I'm going to quit the game. I'm going to repair the map. What time is it? 5:50? 10 minutes left. All right. So, we are going to do this. Unload. So, multiple files, one domain, browse target, add files. All right, what do I have here for physics file? For engine, I have VFX, vphysics2.dll. That's the one I probably... vphys2... Is there anything else in here that probably won't just completely destroy the game? Animation system. All right, VFizz and animation system. So I'm going to load those up, drop the intensity down. You can't see me loading them up, but you'll see domains appear in a moment. Yep, multiple files. Drop the intensity down to like 15K, extended. Let's try 20K. Execution, execute other program. Corrupt. Game has not crashed so far. The game has not crashed so far. Half-Life Alyx is not responding. The game has crashed. Let's drop it a bit. Actually, let me see how many units that made. So part of this, when you're playing around with the blast layer references domain that couldn't be found. That was weird. Did I have the wrong layer selected? All right, how many units? 15, okay. So, ooh, this is crashy. Going to need to develop a visual equivalent to the limiter. There is a term for that. It helps people who have VR sickness. It's essentially a trick where you actually significantly reduce the field of view by basically just okay, there we go, it loaded this time. You pinhole the field of vision. No, it did not load. Okay. Let me remove animation system and just try VFizz because restore all dirty. VFizz is like the go-to to corrupt Source 1 games if you want to do code corruption. So load into RTC. It throws an arbitrary error. I load, I corrupt. Yeah, the tunnel vision thing some games do, where essentially it'll be like kind of a black outline leading into a faded, it almost looks like a really strong vignette. That helps people with VR sickness. Alex said it was loading. It didn't. And I imagine it could probably work pretty well for corruptions, for helping with headache mode. Gold source is probably easier. Again, it's different methods of doing it. Let's see. Come on, you can load. You can load without crashing, game. How many units was that? That was 12 units that crashed. What's the likelihood that I am loading a corrupted map that it didn't restore properly? So it might be possible to make a VR app that's overlay. An overlay app that... One second, I may have hit a file stub bug. Restore all dirty. I may have corrupted the game and it didn't uncorrupt properly if a file was in use. Let us see. I'm loading the game with no corruption right now. No, it actually is just being that crashy. Wow. I guess Source 2 is a modern game engine, unlike... Well, that's a good joke. Source 2 is not a modern game engine. But Source 2 is not as stable as Source when you just bash it with a stick, which is sad, but come on, give me something. Give me something. Give me something. 13 bytes corrupted and you're crashing. That's baby numbers. I'll try 1 to 2. 1 to 2 shouldn't. Oh, it didn't crash. But with so few bytes corrupted, is it even going to... My hands still work properly? Nope. With so few bytes corrupted, I don't think anything's even... damn it. Let me, Nope. That's a shame. I corrupted 1 leaf somewhere in the world. No, right now I'm corrupting VFizz. So if you do that on Source Engine games, you will see... You can just corrupt VFizz very easily, and you will see things just completely glitch out, physics-wise. Like, it will look like Gary's mod if you just corrupt VFizz. But apparently with Source 2, if you corrupt VFizz, it just crashes, which is a bit of a shame. So I'm going to turn up the intensity, but I'm going to reduce the type of lists being used significantly. So hopefully if I reduce it to 1-2, rather than... extended, I can get something. Because extended can be hit or miss. Alright, that didn't crash so far. Did it crash? It crashed, didn't it? That was 52 units. Oh, no, it didn't crash. Press trigger to start. Alright, there are no physics objects in this room, which probably isn't a great test for physics corruptions, but... Oh, there's the corruption. Some physics object is destroying my CPU right now. Oh gosh. It's trying. The game is trying. The game is trying. What's going on? Nothing. Okay. All right, so this is more promising than the other. Oh, wait a minute. What the heck? I think 1 FPS. Yeah, okay. This is something I'm going to have to play more with after the stream. Because now I'm interested and my time is almost up. Alright, yeah, I keep getting blast layer failed to apply fill because it's not terminating, it's not waiting long enough after it terminates the program. I know it's a hack, but we should probably add like an arbitrary 1 second delay or something because we can't detect if the handle is stuck. Alright, let's see if this works. My hands are still fine. And nothing. Alright, let me try 1 to extended. Again. Yeah, this has been a bit of a just do whatever stream. I mean, it turned into VR corruptions. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Terrence. Again, you can find me over at twitch.tv/smellyfeetyouhave because I'm in VR, and I really do not feel like using my VR keyboard to type !streamer right now. Feels like typing. Yeah, I'll type it anyway. No, I can't. Thank you. I typed it wrong. As you can see why I didn't want to do that. You can find me there. I don't really stream much. I might stream playing around with this now that I know there is some degree of potential here. But feel free to follow me. I may go live at some point. Again, I mentioned it earlier. The last time I went live was like a month ago now, and I just beat up Adorn Boneworks for 10 minutes and then ended the stream. And the last time I went live before that was probably 5 years ago. But I might stream more with everything going on. It might be a fun distraction. All right, press trigger to start. I'm pressing the trigger. It's not starting. So that is technically progress in that it is failing to detect the trigger. This is such a shame. We're so close yet so far. All right, anyway, it is 5 o'clock. I'm supposed to be... sorry, it is 6 o'clock. I'm supposed to be wrapping up. Thousand Year Door is one that there's definitely potential in. Oh! Okay. That's progress. Hello? Oh gosh. I didn't play Space Move this time. Oh gosh, okay. What is going on? Okay, so the cutscene finished. All right, now things seem correct. So I was in this room. Russell, where are you? Oh. What the? All right, I don't think Russell's coming to save me. But I think I may be able to make it out myself. So one moment. Never mind. I am not making it out myself because the game is crashing. Well, we have promise. There is officially promise for Alex v. Fizz-based corruption. So anyway, I think that's the end of the stream. I think I'm supposed to be closing up now. If someone wants to type ! Schedule in chat, so I can try and sneak in like 2 more before I actually have to end. I can do my closing blurb. Once again, this has been Variety is Hope. Any subs and bits during this thing has gone to supporting me falling through the floor and dying. And in reality, no, they go to Variety is Hope, which is a registered 501c3, and helps put on events such as growth of future events, helps Variety is Hope grow. And again, you can find me at twitch.tv/smellyfeetyouhave, and fun posting in no, you are not, sorry, I'm trying to use Play Space Mover to not fall through the world. It didn't work. Twitch.tv/smellyfeetyouhave, or in fun posting in other people's chats. That's what I call. And that's about it. If you want to learn more about corruptions, if someone wants to type for me, corrupt.wiki or redscientist.com/RTC. I think there was a command on Nightbot at one point in time to get to the corruption tools, but I don't think it's still there. I think it has to be turned on, and nobody turned it on. I don't have access to turn it on. At least I don't think I do. So if you're interested in corruptions, yeah, Phil, it's not going to work for you. You can find the wiki here. We have a Discord. If you download the corruptor inside the launcher, you can find a link to the Discord. There's also a link on the wiki. I try not to shill that part too much, but yeah, if you're interested in corruptions, there are lots of people who have lots of time right now who are willing to help, and lots of different stuff going on. We're working on, so this version today was actually, we're releasing a new beta very, very, very soon with all of the stuff, well, not all of the stuff, but some of the stuff I've shown off over the past few months included. So that will be released very, very, very soon, and that is about it. So I think this... that is so loud. I think we can state Half-Life Alyx corruptions have been a failed success, based on the results we have seen here today. And maybe next month, we'll have more VR corruptions. I don't know. This is something I've wanted to do for months, and just haven't gotten around to, because I was going to make a whole custom VR corruptor, because I hadn't even considered the fact that I could probably just corrupt Alyx using file-based methods. So once again, thank you for coming. I'm trying to sneak in as many as I can before I get yelled at to end the stream. I don't think any ops are here. We could keep going, chat. Don't tell them. But no, in reality, thanks for coming. This is the final one, and I think it crashed. Yep. All right. Well then, this is the final one. There's ops in chat. Ops in chat. But yeah, this has been fun. Thanks for coming, and thanks for just hanging out as I played around with really whatever today. I mean, in terms of corruptions, how many corruptions did we do? Not many. It was mostly us talking about hardware and the NES and the computers. And again, I'd highly suggest checking out that Gaming Historian video on the history of Tetris, the one I linked earlier. You can just find it, search Gaming Historian Tetris. And yep, exclamation point schedule to see the rest of the month, although we're approaching the end of the month, so I'm not really sure if there's anything else coming up. Let me look, so I'm not completely ignoring my job. Let's see, what else is coming up this month? So on, apparently nothing. Apparently I am the last slot of the month. So this has been a fun month. There will be a new schedule going up at the beginning of next month where you'll find various things. And that is about it for me. So I am going to get exploded by Russell in 3 FPS and then end the stream. Your eyes can only see 3 FPS. Have a good day, everyone, because this game is frozen. All right, that's it. More of this at some point, because now I'm really interested in this, far more than I was before. I didn't think it would actually really work very well, but apparently it has. So have a good night, everyone. Where is OBS? Where is OBS? What? Come on, spawn the OBS window, or XS. Come on. You know, it would make much more sense for me just to take off the headset and hit the stop button on OVR Toolkit than it would. I cannot speak English anymore. God, I'm tired. Okay. It would make it a lot more sense for me to just take off the headset than try and end this with the window. And again, thanks everyone for coming. Be sure to check out the schedule at the start of next month. Be sure to follow the Variety is Hope Twitter, the Vinesauce is Hope Twitter, for news maybe coming soon on that kind of stuff. I am stuck in a wall, and this has been me, and I will see you again some other time, assuming I can get out of this wall at some point in my life. So, goodbye!